The Battle Droid Army has recently defeated the Clone Trooper Super Fortress bunker exterior defenses. Thus, the clones have retreated to the walls and the inside of the fortress to attempt to hold out against the droid reinforcements. They've managed to scrap together 4 ATTEs from the garbage pile to fight against the droid tanks. But beyond that, these boys are on their own against the entire droid army. Ayo, what's going on, gamers? It's your boy, Daily Tactics here, and today we're back with a little bit more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, and we're doing part 2 of the military fortress defense that we had a couple of days ago. And so in this battle, the clones have retreated back. Before they inhabited these entire lines here, they had a ton of AV cannons, ton of 50 mils, etc, etc. But now they just have a thin line of infantry right here. It's like maybe like 40 troopers on the exterior here and 1 E-Web turret here. So significantly less troopers on the outside. And then mainly they just have exterior defenses here. They've got a bunch of these turrets that they repaired from ATTEs set up on the walls. They've also got a few troopers on the walls, and then they've got interior defenses as well, helping them out, including a bunch of free roaming guys who will be wandering the halls here. There are multiple entrances. There's an entrance back here, there's an entrance over here, and then of course there's the front entrance over this way. They have to protect all of them from a massive droid army coming forward with AATs and a whole lot of infantry as well. And there's even a small flanking force of a droid gunship here and some droid infantry coming around the back here too. The clones do have 4 ATTEs as well that they're sending in as reinforcements to counterattack the droids, but there's no guarantee that those will do very well in this battle. Either way, guys, that is going to be the video for today. I'm super excited for it. If you guys are too, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you have not already, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more. Either way, let's get into it. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2, all of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alrighty then, gamers, let's go in slow-mo here for the start, and press start, of course. A little laggy at the start right there, but we're good. We're Gucci, and we've already got fire. Where is that coming from? Oh, okay. It seems like they're coming from these turrets over this way. We've also got some AAT fire going out over this way too. Here comes the gunship coming around the back here. It's going to be attempting to attack the rear of the clone trooper base over this way. Did it already shoot this E-Web turret and broke it and forced the troops to get out? That might have been what happened there. I'm not totally sure, but it seems to be having a little bit of a struggle bus right now. Did that thing already die? I'm very confused as to what that whole thing is about right there. The battle droid army over this way is proceeding forward through this dense fog right now. We got AATs aiming at the super fortress in the distance here. The clone trooper infantry has yet to be fully mobilized, really, because the droid infantry isn't really up here just yet. Why don't we go ahead and bump it up a speed for the beginning so we can see things really get underway. We've got an AAT over on the right flank trying to do a little bit of a blitzkrieg, but it does not work out for that thing, and it ends up blowing up sky high. But we got another one coming in fast, basically just trying to do as much damage output as possible against these clone tanks over here in order to whittle them down and take them out eventually. We've also got a bunch of droid bazooka troopers out here too, who should be able to get some decent shots on these clone trooper tanks after a while, so that could be another good method of taking them out. Not just AATs, but also some actual trooper fire going out there as well. Now we have the droid infantry engaging with the remaining clone troopers in the front lines here. There's very few of them. I doubt they're able to do all that much damage at the end of the day in these front lines, but hey, it's still something. Every trooper counts in these battles, baby. Yes, sirree, Bob. And also, they're protecting these turrets back here from a lot of droid fire, and those turrets are, of course, extremely important. You can see they're getting kills against these AAT tanks and things like that, and really, really helping out the Clone Trooper Grand Army of the Republic. Over this way, we've got a bunch of downed AATs, which is no bueno. It's probably due to, of course, all of the ATTEs over this way. However, there are still so many AATs on the battlefield. I mean, at least like 30 more back here coming forward, as well as all of these rocket trooper droids for the battle droid army themselves that are coming forward too, that I imagine these ATTEs will not be lasting too much longer. Lots more shots going into them here. What's going on with these droids on the flank? The droids on the flank over here seem to be coming forward. The gunship ended up going down a while back. It looks like actually a lot of the droid infantry also went down trying to fight these ATTEs, I believe. Except one of these ATTEs is completely decrewed now. Look, the crew hopped out of them. So that's one ATTE down. I'm not entirely sure. It must have had some sort of structural failure. I'm not entirely sure about that. Oh, and this one over here also ending up going down. Wait, let's go in slow-mo because it's getting real laggy. This is a big battle. Yeah, this ATTE over here also going down and biting the dust. That leaves 2 remaining. It looks like these droids over here are getting some shots into it. However, none of them have bazookas at the moment. They are bazooka-less, which is not great for those droids in the slightest. And this one is still taking a lot of bazooka fire from these droids over here and some AAT fire, although it is a bit of an AAT graveyard right now. The clone troopers at the very front here. Let's see if we can't zoom in a smidge. Wait. There we go. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, these guys are actually doing okay. They're still alive. There's a lot of droids on the horizon out there, as you can see. But at the very least, these clone troopers are managing to make an impact on the battlefield. You know, even if they're not getting a lot of kills, they're distracting the droids, they're slowing them down, and they're preventing them from taking out those turrets in the way back over here. And then, of course, there's all the spotlight clones, which I think are kind of funny, just illuminating the battlefield and making sure that everyone can see everything okay, and that the clones are a little bit maybe more accurate with that added light, which is a very good thing. Actually, the other day, I have a little story time for you boys. Zelda, my girlfriend, and I went to this little river in Texas near Austin, which was really cool. It was just this little stream that you could wade into. We brought Scout. It was very cute. I liked it a lot. And we were coming home, and Zelda was really hungry, and there was like only fast food on the highway. So she got Popeyes. We don't really eat fast food very often. It really gives me a headache, actually. I don't know what they put in it, but it gives me a bad headache usually, so I don't really eat it. So I passed, but Zelda was just starving, so she had some. And the Popeyes lady on the intercom, it was just so hard to hear her, but she was like, Zelda ordered her food, and the Popeyes lady was like, would you like to give $1 to feed hungry children? And Zelda was like, what? What? Like, she couldn't understand it. And so the lady said it a second time. That's when I understood what she was saying. But then Zelda still didn't understand. And Zelda was like, I'm sorry, I can't understand you. What did you say? And the lady said it again. And Zelda said, oh, no thank you. But she didn't really hear what she said. She told me after the fact. And she goes, but could you throw in an extra biscuit? Like, literally, Zelda goes, oh no, I don't want to donate $1 to hungry children, but could you throw in an extra biscuit for me? It was easily the funniest thing I've seen in a long time, and it was completely by accident. Of course, she would never, you know, say no and then request an extra biscuit if she had understood what was being said. But she just could not understand the lady. You know how those fast food intercoms are just like the worst microphone quality of all time. And so Zelda was just like horribly confused as to what was being said overall, did not understand it, and her immediate response just ended up being like the worst possible thing she could say. All she wanted was an extra biscuit. It was a pretty funny moment. Either way, back to the battlefield here. It looks like we have another ATTE down, and then there's just one remaining over here with its sirens going off, meaning it's probably going to go down fairly soon. Oh, there is a rocket droid over this way. Dude, just shoot it. Kill it. Simple as that. Easy clap. There you go. Advice from Daily. take it or leave it, but it's the best dang advice you'll ever hear on a battlefield like this. They don't call me daily tactics for nothing. Either way, all of these droid infantrymen are just absolutely shrekking the clone defenses here. There's a lone DC-15X trooper left in this trench here. All of his comrades are dead. They've all fallen to the droid menace. And now he's just crouched under. If he will stand up, which I'm not even sure if he will end up doing that anytime soon, he is going to get instantly just destroyed by incoming droid fire. So I would stay down if I was him. We've still got a number of clones back here on this trench who are firing at a lot of droids that are getting very, very danger close over here. But the droids are going down fairly nicely. Lots of rockets actually heading for these guys over here, which is kind of funny. An interesting tactic, to say the very least. Dang, it is a laggy battle today, I will say that. All of these turrets are still alive, by the way. All of these ATTE turrets that are being used as static turrets are still alive. The droids in the last battle absolutely destroyed those things, absolutely demolished them. But this time around, it seems like they're having a little bit of trouble getting that stuff done. Either way, why don't we go ahead and do a little bit of a time lapse here of the droids attacking so we can avoid some of this lag for the most part. And we'll just watch them attack the front here. And then once they are finally done attacking the front, then we'll pick back up where we left off. And, you know, basically once the droids get to like this position here, we'll start playing again. Alright, there we go, gamers. As expected, it did take a while for the droids to get up to this position. That kind of fighting is just kind of slow because the clones refuse to stand up and fire, and the droids are super slow to attack, so that's kind of boring there. Either way, we're about to see actually the first of the droids entering into the compound here. One of the clones that was leaning over the corner like this guy has already gone down here. I don't know why this guy is not firing. Ah, there we go. Finally takes some shots, manages to get a kill on a droid, and then gets shot himself. We've also got some more clone troopers back here firing away. It looks like an AAT shot, probably a stray one, ended up landing right about there. Narrowly missing a pretty devastating shot to those troopers right about there. And then, let's see over here. We've still got a lot of, oh my god, a lot of explosions as droids just clobber those turrets right there, wanting to take them out immediately. That ATTE went down eventually there, and the last of the droids on the far flank over this way seem to be firing at clone troopers over here, as well as at this entrance point over here, where they've managed to take out 2 or 3 already, and the remaining clone troopers over this way are trying to dig in and get some more kills on these droids before they themselves go down. Maybe they'll be able to survive this whole thing. It seems like the flank is not the highest priority for the droids, but of course if the droids take the front, then these guys will be flanked in a second location, which would be no good. More droids actually pushing on the interior over here, and this guy's actually in there. Look at this dude. He could get a cheeky grenade off, but instead he stands still, chokes it, and dies. It looks like this clone back here with his DC-15C ended up taking him out, and these clones over here still managing to get decent shots in this doorway and preventing more droids from infiltrating further in. We've got a body count of droids up here building, and it's about 6 of them dead now. A lot of the droids are just sort of swarming around this area here and still hanging out in the trenches. We did have this balcony over here get taken out pretty recently by the droid army as well. Seems like probably an explosion rocked them based on that gravel right there. And I think some of the droids are still firing up that way, wary of anyone who might be chilling up there and maybe even firing at this guy. I'm not entirely sure, but something's attracting them to this position on the battlefield over here. We have one droid really cheekily moving forward, and actually a free roaming clone trooper comes out and caps him right there. Now he's sitting back with his Westar. It's an ARC trooper weapon, but it's fun to have variety in these battles, so I tend to add whatever weapons the clones could potentially have. Maybe he stole it off of a dead ARC trooper, or maybe he's a recently promoted ARC trooper who doesn't have his armor yet. Either way, he does end up dying right there, and he will never get his armor now. It's brutal. More droids over this way assaulting, more of them dying as well. It seems like not many more clone troopers up on that ramp over that way have managed to do all that much in this battle. We still have some more explosion spots over this way that we're seeing. AATs, man, they just absolutely destroyed it with the explosions. Looks like the last of them kind of came in after defeating this ATTE over here and just ended up wiping the floor with these guys in the immediate vicinity over this way. How did a droid get up here? He must have climbed. Oh, yeah, we got droids climbing up here. I was not expecting them to be like, actually capable of doing that, which is kind of funny. Who sent an explosion over there? Oh, look at this. Some clones trying to peek the window over this way and getting gunned down. This droid ends up getting a kill. He pushes further in and ends up getting slaughtered right there. Another droid manages his way up. This is crazy. The droids are just climbing up. I guess this slope is not steep enough to prevent droids from doing that climbing maneuver, and it's resulting in a lot of flanking on these clone troopers. Oh, we've got a big charge over here from a number of droids, and multiple of them end up going down right there. Oh, another big charge coming in hot here. Let's see, the droids are just walking in to just serious clone trooper fire coming at them. And they're just getting absolutely slaughtered right there. So big fat rips for those dudes. Look at this, they just keep coming. They just will never learn their lesson. Dear Lord, people, think. Use your brain circuits. You're computers, after all. You're supposed to be the smart ones in this whole thing. Oh, geez. And then this way, it seems like a much slower trickle in of the droids. They got a couple free roaming clone kills over there. And then sometimes these clones just let the droids in. That must be a glitch in the map or something like that. But as you can see, this droid's just hopping up this way. And this clone does not care to shoot him. There's a bunch of clones that could shoot him right here. What? Guys, this is not your friend. This is literally the enemy. Ah, here we go. There you go. Okay, they figured it out eventually right there and managed to destroy that droid. Just a very slow trickle of droids climbing up. It seems like it's, well, first of all, it's raining, so it's probably slippery there. It makes it really hard to climb up. And the droids are done, so they're just continuing with this same strategy. I mean, it kind of worked a little bit, but like they're just really relying on this strategy of climbing up one by one, just judging by the number of droids that are over here doing that. It's kind of ridiculous. And then, of course, we've got this area over here, which is just droid massacre after droid massacre after droid There's so many droids getting capped over this way. This guy's in like the perfect position where he won't get shot. Never mind. Nope, he's got a grenade out. No, he put it away. Pull the grenade back out and throw it, you dingus. Don't stand up and die. Ah! This is what they call pain, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, free roaming clone over this way. Also, a grenade went off right there, killing a lot of droids. Oh, that actually might have been an AAT shot that just knocked him out for a second, since friendly fire doesn't do that much damage in this game. Yeah, wow, okay, free roaming clones trying to take back some territory over here. All these ones over this way ended up dying. So the free roamers, I really thought were going to stick to the interior halls, but it seems like a lot of them are choosing to just absolutely bum rush a lot of these droids through the ramparts and things like that, which is clearly not the best idea. Another droid bites the dust right there. Any more droids like way over this way? Let's see. Oh, we do still have two more over this way. Since there's fewer and fewer droids on the battlefield, oop, these guys are getting shot pretty bad there. I'm gonna go ahead and start grouping them up a little bit here. Grouping them up, it can be advantageous and it can also be disastrous. If you guys have been on this channel for a while, you would know that. Sometimes grouping up results in good teamwork from the droids. It makes them stick together, essentially, and go in together. And sometimes it results in them absolutely suiciding forward in mass. So I tend to do that towards the end of a battle because it's always good to see sort of the group up maneuvers. It sort of accelerates the battle. It stops the trickle in from happening and makes it a more riveting battle and stuff like that. Most of my audience, I think, tends to enjoy it. Oh, one second, guys. All right, sorry about that, boys. I thought someone had knocked on my door, but apparently that wasn't the case. I don't know what actually happened. Either way, the droid's kind of stalling out right now. We've got a little bit of movement, but not a whole lot. And usually when this kind of happens, it spells trouble. But here we go. We do have mass movement now as the AI realizes, oh wait, there's an objective that we must accomplish. Let us go. And then they spot the clones and they cowered out again. It's a pretty predictable cycle. At least it gets them moving somewhat, but then they recede back into their little corners. and do nothing once more. These guys look like they might actually accomplish something. Let's go fast forward a little bit here and see. Here they go. Look at them. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this. They're sauntering up here like alpha chads. Yes, droids. Oh, this clone's gonna be in some trouble. He's got backup from behind, though. DC-19 trooper right there fires in. Also, troopers down the halls over here firing in, too. Takes out a number of droids. There we go. DC-19 trooper drops to the ground. This guy could throw a grenade right here and just get so many kills, get a Medal of Honor, practically. Not sure if he is going to end up doing that, though. We've got a little bit more sporadic fire from clone troopers over that way. This guy's not even firing at all right now. What is going on with these AI today, man? But all of these clones down this way just have perfect execution lines of these droids right now. The droids are trying to hug the walls to avoid this incoming fire, but it is just ongoing onslaught of laser blasts right here, causing a lot of pain. That was a nice shot right there. Completely evaporated the clone trooper on the right and heavily damaged the clone trooper on the left. What are you guys firing at? Is there a droid over here or something? Not entirely sure what that was about. Oh! Actually, the droids over here apparently took out a lot of clones right here and are now pushing the door this way. So we've got a double attack going on from two separate sides from the battle droid army right now. It seems like neither side is profiting too much off of this large push that they're basically going for right now, as a whole lot of clone troopers are still alive over here, and the droids have taken mass losses in trying to do so. Why don't these clones fire at these guys? Very confused. Wait, maybe sometimes deleting headboards allows clones to fire. Sometimes doing that helps. Wait, let's see. Sometimes that actually, that's a glitch. The glitch. They call me the glitch. Okay, there we go. Let's see if that works out. Oh, and it did cause that clone's death. Opening up the hallway right there. Rip, rip to my mans. There's actually a lot of free roaming clone troopers over this way, just sort of moving around this area. Oh, I think they want to kill these droids here, but these droids are like trapped in a weird hidey hole. Well, let's just pop this open. There you go. Have at it, boys. God has removed the wall, and the clones managed to take care of them pretty easily right there. Just a couple droids down here left alive. They're taking some pot shots, but they're not doing too well. Oh, there's actually 3 down here. One of them's a rocket trooper. He could get some potentially deadly shots off. But will he? Maybe not. Maybe not. These clones down the front are once again not really moving at all. It's basically just a shootout happening over this way right now. And I will say I think the clones definitely have this one in the bag. And the droids will end up losing this shootout. There goes another droid right there. Alright, why don't we head into fast motion for a little bit here. And see what ends up going down. Another droid drops right there. We do have a couple explosions over this way. Oh, look. An AAT is sending in some shots up this way. Doesn't manage any kills because it's hitting a literal wall. But hey, it's trying. Oh, this light is turning into a strobe light. Alright, trooper. You have fun up there, alright? You keep it going. Alright, we do have a mass charge of droids over on this entrance over here, and these clones are finally firing out over this way. Ooh, droids actually managed to destroy this little position right here. There's further clones deeper in this way, and then of course there's also clones down this way as well, able to hold these lines. So these droids, while they did take out this position immediately, they're having more trouble with the positions a little bit further in, just a touch further in there. And there's clones immediately right here as well. So really not a great advantageous spot for the droids to be in the slightest. Oh my goodness, we are really running low on droids at this point in time. There's like barely 2 squads left. Why don't we go ahead and get them into a bit of a forced push forward. I think this door is probably their best shot. So let's go ahead and mobilize them and give the droids one last good hoorah attempt at a charge here. One last opportunity to potentially win themselves a battle here. And let's go into normal speed and see what ends up happening. So a couple droids pop out right there and immediately get battered back. But here comes the rest of the cavalry coming in. These guys are forced to push even further this way. There's still a few clones over that way, but not too many. Oh! Seems like the clones are not firing at these droids right now. They're letting them in, and then they open up fire, and the droids actually manage a solid number of kills here on these clones. Of course, a lot of droids also dying in the process, but the droids finally have a little bit of a foothold here on the battlefield. These clones over this way, now firing at some droids across the way here too. They're picking up a couple of kills, but the droids clap back with a couple kills of their own as well. So pretty even Stevens, I will say, at the moment. But I'm still thinking this is going to be a big clone dubski here. The droids really do not have the numbers to even come close to winning this thing. Like, not even close, dude. Not even a touch. What is this? Oh, a droid got all the way over here. Interesting. Alright, let me go ahead and go into fast speed here for a little bit as these droids derp around for a good bit. No shots getting fired right now. They're trying to peek this corner. They do get another clone trooper kill right there. But then there's, of course, these additional troopers over this way ready. And they manage to clap these droid cheeks as well. I mean, this fortress is essentially a maze. And every step of the way, the droids just get blasted by new clone troopers they had not discovered in that sector of the maze just yet. Makes it really, really hard for the droids to do anything. Oh, droid moved in here, and yes, again, there's more clones in that little barracks right there. So not super easy for the droids to do much. There's about one squad of droids left alive. Let's push them in, force them to interact in this battlefield. They're getting a few shots off, but for the most part, they are dying out right there. And that's pretty much going to be the battle. I did obviously help out the droids a little bit towards the end there, trying to just get them to actually fight. But the clones definitely won this thing. I mean, there's still, look at all these clones left alive. That's why I was kind of loosely playing with the droids, because there's so many clones back here still alive, so many clones back here, so many clones back here. There's no way the droids would have won this thing once they had taken so many losses on the exterior, and then a lot right here too. I mean, the droids, they did a nice job, but the clone maze here just really stopped them in their tracks. Yellow are dead clones, red are dead droids. Clones managed a solid defense on the interior. The exterior got pretty much wiped, but all in all, a great battle, I thought. I really enjoyed this, and I hope you guys did too. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button. It means the world to me. Subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.